Welcome to
The Local Lowdown, and
find out what's happening in Lavaca County, Texas. Now here are your hosts, Murray and Michelle.
Hello everybody, this is Murray back with you for the October 29th and 30th, 2025 edition of the Local Lowdown podcast. And today it's only Michelle and I. How are you, Michelle?
I'm good.
And last week you didn't have me, but you had two others.
I had the gabbing girls.
Yeah.
That was great.
I'm thinking about doing away with this podcast and
It's
giving it to you and Nicole and Ani, and we're going to call it the Three Chicks.
I have to sneeze.
Hi!
Sorry.
Or the Three Old Hens. No, I can't say old.
No, because I'm young.
What would be a good...
But Ani and Nicole are old.
What could we...
Two old hens and one young chick. Bada bing!
Ay. So, before we start, you said that Discover magazine has been postponed.
Postponed for a little bit.
So we don't have a definite date.
No, but it will be coming out in December, we believe.
Okay. I wanted to promote our website, LavacaCountyToday.com. Folks, if you're in a situation where maybe you'd like to get your paper earlier than you do by mail, LavacaCountyToday.com website would be a great thing for you to subscribe to. Now, Michelle, you probably know the rates offhand or not?
Yeah, so anybody who has a paper subscription, so if you're receiving a hard copy, you are eligible with what your subscription costs. Included is an online subscription. You just have to sign up with us.
I see.
Separately, I'm not sure that I know those rates offhand. I'm thinking it's $40 though.
Okay. The thing about it too is that, well, let's just say, for instance, that you're out of town or you're going to be away from home a week or so and not be able to get your paper. Well, Lavaca County Today, you can go see it right away.
Yeah, because when you're on vacation, the first thing you want to do is read your hometown paper.
Well, yeah, because something might be going on, like, who knows? In fact, speaking of what's going on with our group?
What group?
The Local Lowdown group on Facebook.
Yeah, it's been kind of
We've kind of
quiet.
neglected it, hadn't we?
Yeah, I've been kind of busy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know. I'll get my life together.
Well, anyway, all you folks on Facebook, go look at the Local Lowdown group.
We're still here.
Yeah, we're still here, and we do amazing things every now and then.
All the time.
Right.
I haven't cooked yet either.
We're still waiting on that.
It's going to happen.
Everybody's getting their Pepto-Bismol and all that stuff.
Yeah, I want to make sure y'all have time to stock up.
Right. Well, we might as well go ahead then and jump into these newspapers and give a quick rundown of what you can expect if you haven't received your paper yet. We're going to start off with our friend Nicole Smith's Lulie Newsboy and Signal. What we got, Michelle?
So there is a car on fire. However, the car on fire did not initiate the whole incident. This car was doing something that caused it to be stopped by the police.
Oh, no.
And during its stop, it caught fire. So my question, Murray, is, if you got stopped, I don't know what this fellow or lady was doing, but if you got stopped for, say, going 10 miles over the speed limit, and then your car catches fire, that's a very expensive stop.
Yeah. It looks like it's pretty well engulfed from this picture here.
Yeah, pretty much. So who pays for it?
I don't know.
And no matter what, you just lost your car.
Yeah.
That's not cool. That's a bad thing.
And you might have had to spend the night in jail depending on if you did anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they catch on fire, sometimes just for no reason. Well, there's a reason, but it's an unknown reason.
And also probably a good reminder that the burn ban is still in effect. So the area around is very dry. So.
Well, what else you got going on?
A body was also identified, so read more about that. Of course, the best way to make the front page in these local newspapers is to die
Or have a car wreck.
unexpectedly, have a car accident, catch on fire, or
Mercy.
commit a crime.
Mercy.
But if there's other ways, like you could open a new business, and
Yeah.
that is what happened also with the ribbon cutting that happened in downtown Luling. So read about that. The commissioners, they get on the front page a lot. So
Yes, they
there's
do.
that. You could always run for office. I'm just trying to help people get on our front
Or
page.
you can cut up a pumpkin.
Or you could cut up a cup. No, they didn't cut it. No
carving.
corn.
Oh my goodness.
You got it all wrong.
Oh,
Maybe
well.
next year we could do this contest at the
Yeah.
office.
Oh yeah.
Would you decorate a pumpkin?
Oh sure.
Yeah, right.
Eh.
All right, well, that's your front page. We have an obituary for Reese Allen Franks, so condolences to his family. Some Halloween activities you'll find in our newspapers. Luling got their first win
All right. Good for them.
for football, and it was their first district win, so congratulations. And Prairie Lee is going to the playoffs, so also good job for them. Best of luck.
What's that story about the traffic being?
Like, don't stop on the railroad again, basically.
Okay.
There's road work, and it says, here's your sign. A truck was caught midday as the driver was attempting to cross the tracks at Elm Street through a sign warned of a high center. So, I don't know what really any of that means, but I can tell you that pay attention to your surroundings.
Yeah, if you're familiar with Luling, you know that that stop right there going toward San Marcos. What is that road you turn off of? I can't
120,
recall.
I think, or something. I don't know.
Anyway, you don't want to sit on the tracks. I mean,
No,
you
it's
know.
not. You don't want to ever sit on tracks. That's not smart.
Exactly. We're going to move on over now to the Molten Eagle, and we also have a car wreck, and this individual was running from the law, and turned out that the person was from Louisiana. When we got the news, the press release, at the time they didn't identify the person, so we don't know who exactly it was. But they got a call, I believe that the car was sitting in the parking lot at Shady Oaks Nursing Home. And when the officer approached the car, they took off, and I think the speeds got up to 80 miles an hour. And somehow they got around to the railroad tracks and tore up about 40 railroad ties, and then started flipping. And the driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt, so he is deceased. And that's a sad story, but it'll sure give you the make you remember that you need to always wear that seatbelt, whether you're running from the law or not.
Or just driving down the road to get you a soda water.
Exactly. What else we got over there?
The election, a little bit about what's going on with the election that has started, or early voting has started, and actual election day is on Tuesday, November the 4th. Also, like I said, in most of our papers, we have Halloween events, so check that out. The state cross country meet is tomorrow.
Yep, they're running in Round Rock at 10:55 in the morning. The kittens.
And at least it won't be hot.
Yeah, it'll be a good day for it if it doesn't rain. I don't know what the forecast is, but
And the law enforcement attended Operation Lone Star meeting in Goliad, and the governor was there.
yep.
So check that out.
And that's a jump from that story you were just talking about.
Correct. And then Henry Joe's talking about All Souls, All Saints Day.
Right. That little fella's into it, ain't
Yeah, he is. He watches it on church.
he?
He watches it on TV.
There
Church.
you go.
He is up in the times of people, like virtual church. We have one obituary for Ronald Eugene Clazel. Condolences to his family.
And
A
then
lot
we
of jumps.
Pretty well got a continuation about the kittens. We've got a picture of them.
They should all be starting basketball soon. That's
Yeah.
exciting. And of course, Heritage Quilters did some donations. So
Plenty of quilter stories this week.
So, Murray, I almost got you. I almost said, Murray, you put the same picture twice.
Yeah.
But it's the same women, but different quilts.
Exactly. When I was downloading those pictures, I did the same thing. I
You
said,
did.
wait a minute. But then after reading the cut line and everything, and then looking at them closely, because the quilts are different in the pictures, but
You know, I was getting excited. I could tell you.
you was hoping I made a mistake.
Dang it!
Well, you don't have to look too hard to find me making mistakes. Speaking
Savage.
of mistakes,
What?
here's your paper, the Hallettsville Tribune Herald.
And it's looking good.
Oh,
Top
yeah.
picture is by Ms. Ani Zach, who is our
Alright.
office manager, was podcast host last week.
Part-time co-host podcaster,
Now.
Ani Zach.
And so she did work this week, took a picture. And then we have this little boy. He's not that little, but young man, I'll say, Jarrett Yansky. And he shot this deer first day of youth season and before going to school.
Oh, my.
So he had a lot to talk about. And then Clayton writes about in this the big buck contest coming up in deer season. Because I think opening weekend for adults is this week, right?
I believe that's correct.
And then we have the fly-in will be this weekend. So Clayton talks about how Hallettsville students are able to explore aviation as part of their high school curriculum, which is always good.
I think that event is free to the public, I think. But anyway, check it out. Whether it's free or not, it's worth the money to go out and see those old planes that come in, and they have a biplane there. I believe that's in the picture as well. So check it out. I think you'll enjoy it, and hopefully this weather will hold for the event.
Clayton did city council, and then I also have the election and the OLS meeting that the officers attended. What else do we got going on? There's some to go along with Halloween. The library announces its fall and winter activities. Henry Joe has a new question. Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah, what is it?
Who was known as the father of radio?
The father of radio.
Within a single year, he accelerated the growth of technology by more than 20 times.
Wow.
And let me just tell you, 50 years ago at Dairy Queen, you could get a Hunger Buster for 64 cents, hot sweet rolls for 10 cents, and coffee for 5 cents.
Oh, my.
I think they should do a throwback.
Yeah,
there.
times have changed. What's Larry Joe talking about in the weather?
He's talking about our first rainfall of the year, which happened this past weekend.
Yeah, I think people downtown here, I believe we averaged about 1 inch. And I believe that...
I'm going to go blow my nose because
yeah, go ahead and blow
I hate
it.
to talk about rain.
I believe that Jimmy Apple had said that he got over 1 inch. And it was very appreciated. We thank the good Lord for bringing that rain to us. For some of you folks that say we talk too much about religion and sports, well, there's a little bit about the weather. So hopefully that will suffice for now.
Are you done talking about the rain?
Yeah, now you can talk about Jots for Jim or Jots and Jim or whatever.
Well, who
it is.
doesn't want to hear from Coach Apple? I won in the World Series pot yesterday.
All right. How much did you win?
I don't know till the
Okay.
end. It depends how many games they go. And I split with someone.
What about the other big pool that's going on?
Oh, it's
with
a rough
football?
one. Lots of fighting this week about when it was due.
I don't believe you did too well in the football.
No,
pot,
last
did
week I didn't get one high school game correct.
you? My God.
I know.
Well,
I don't even know what's going on
well,
right
who's
now.
leading the pack? You know that?
It pains me to say Chuck Groff.
Well, he's a sports guy, so it'd be just natural that he would be winning in that poll, you know.
Yeah, well, I hope he goes
And
down.
he never brags about it, does he?
Nope, never. Not
You
at
know,
all.
he is kind of a quiet little fella.
Yeah, you barely hear him.
You barely hear him, and he hardly ever comes to see us in our offices.
Hardly ever.
That's what Jimmy and I really...
I haven't seen him in days.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy, you just keep talking like that and you might hear him knocking on the door.
He could be coming.
We come hide out here in the White House and lock the door so he can't get in on us. But
Because he has tried before.
he is a sweet little fellow. What else you got going on in sports?
We have that the Eagles spoiled Indians' homecoming. And, of course, the Brahmas, did they win or lose?
They won.
They won.
Yeah, they won. They beat
49
Hempstead.
to 21
Yes.
against Hempstead.
Right.
So, best luck to both of those
They
schools
got a
this
rough
week.
one coming up this week. They're playing Columbus.
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe this is their last home game. And Columbus they're pretty tough. They're pretty tough. And then
So
we got-
I picked Hitchcock last week, and Columbus won.
Yeah. I wasn't in the pool, but I would have leaned a little toward Hitchcock.
Really, man?
Yeah. But who knows? And when we get to that paper, Yoakum is they're hanging in there. They
And
lost.
I'm not really sure why you aren't in the pool.
Well, it's like I told you before. If you would have started it at the beginning of football season
La, la, la,
and
la.
still nearly the end, well
It
then
was
I
like
would.
the
I
middle.
would have been involved.
Calm down.
Go ahead on. Well, we'll talk about your mistakes after we get through the podcast.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
you were looking so hard for me to have a mistake, and you couldn't find one. So
And
now
here I
you
am.
found one on your paper.
all right. Well, we have an obituary for Benjamin Ernest DeBalt. Condolences to his family. And then we have a story of the Ghostly Lights by Murray Montgomery.
Yep. That's
Is it a scary story?
a scary story about a ghostly light. One I witnessed, and that was in last week's article. And then I followed up with ghostly lights that were found in other towns around Texas. So if you're into Halloween and ghost stories, well, you might enjoy that.
Or be scared like me.
Yeah. Well, it don't take much to scare you.
No, not much.
A foot-long roach crawling across your foot will get you
Well,
pretty
I mean, a
upset.
foot-long roach is scary. And we want to thank Gonzalez Healthcare, of course. And then you had a Sycamore Creek Cowboy, which was watch out for the kids. So a very, very heartfelt reminder that trick-or-treaters will be out tomorrow night. So drive slow, pay attention.
I was coming home one Halloween night, and the trick-or-treaters were out on my street. And on my street, cars park on the street and up and down. And I always go slow anyway, but this little trick-or-treater, I would have said couldn't have been more than 5 years old, darted out from behind one of those parked cars. And if I had been driving fast, it wouldn't have been pretty. So keep that in mind, folks. These children, they get out and they're all excited about dressing up and getting that free candy, and they're not watching, so you got to watch for them. So take that to heart. What else?
So we're moving to Shiner.
Shiner Gazette, the Shiner Gazette.
And Clayton had contacted the game warden about a boater. The boater has not yet been identified, but he was his boat and himself were missing. And the boater is a 72-year-old male from Shiner, and he was found later deceased. But again, at press time, there was no names. So, condolences to his family, because
Yes,
by now
for sure.
they have been contacted. So, congratulations to the St. Paul cross country team as they captured their state title. The Scare on the Square happened, and you can see many exciting, fun pictures from that event. It was a good time. Ani and John sang. You got to hear it. I recorded it for everyone.
Yeah, I heard it. I sure did.
If anyone else wants to hear it, let me know. I'll put it up on our local lowdown.
Yeah, you ought to do that.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do it.
No.
They probably won't be as mad at you.
I'm too busy deleting other things, so I'll let you handle that.
And this is a good story. Well, I say it's a good story. I haven't really read it yet, but I had told Clayton about it because I love Blue Stem. Shout out to Blue Stem and Shiner. Everything I've ever gotten from there, from their casseroles that are ready to put in the oven and make, to their pastries that they do every weekend are all amazing. But they also do pimento cheese, and they have milk and eggs and everything fresh. Well, the eggs, some of the eggs they have are duck eggs, and this young boy is the boy who raises those duck eggs.
Oh, wow.
And so I kind of... Okay, I'm not going to say it. I'll just take credit. I gave Clayton his story.
Well, good. Good
And
for Clayton Kelly.
But he did reach out after several...
There was no press release.
No.
Well, that's good.
It took a little while.
Clayton Kelly, before we came out here, I was remarking how Clayton Kelly was on his computer and that keyboard was smoking. That boy was writing. I mean, he was writing right and left. We're going to have him on the podcast.
Yeah.
At some point.
When he can figure out what he's going to say.
Yeah. Well, we don't want you, Clayton Kelly with 2 E's. We don't want your life story. But you can talk about all these stories that you've written for the paper and how you enjoy them, I'm sure.
All those interviews.
Yeah. But talking about getting back to Blue Stem,
Yeah.
let's talk about where it's located.
Okay, Blue Stem is located going on the going out of Shiner on the Gonzales Highway.
On the left side of the road.
Yes.
And it's quite a unique building.
Yeah, it's very, very unique, yes.
Yeah, well, I've been by it 100 times and I've never stopped.
You would appreciate it.
Do they have regular hours or are they just open certain times? Or
Wednesday through Saturday, but I'm not sure their hours.
Okay.
I think during the week, at least Wednesday through Friday, it's still 5:30 or 6.
So you have had their products?
I have a lot of them. Maybe I'll buy one of those casseroles and bring it here.
That
would be fun because they are very good.
Well, what do you buy when you go there? You buy food, I'm sure.
Food, yes. I don't know. I've had their bagels. They have those. Didn't you have one of those poppy seed pinwheels that one time? I shared it with you.
Yeah, very good.
Poppy seed pinwheels are some of my favorite. They do these oatmeal chocolate chip cookies that are amazing. They do focaccia bread. I don't know how to say it, but it's very pretty. I've never had that though. Cinnamon rolls. They do like the casseroles. They do beef stroganoff, shepherd's pie, enchilada, cheeseburger, bunch of them, and their pimento cheese. I'm not like really a fan of their jalapeno one because I'm a wimp, but their regular one is great.
That enchilada casserole sounds mighty good to me.
It does sound good, doesn't it?
Mighty. In fact, we might have Chuck Groff pay for it.
Maybe.
You know. Because
we try to have the richest man in the office.
Yeah. Well, folks, you need to stop by and check that out. Next time I go to Gonzales, I'm going to stop by. Been intending to for a long time. But good job on the story, Clayton Kelly with 2 E's.
Yeah, way to finally get it done. I'm just kidding, Clayton. Wait, I was going to say something about Clayton.
Well, he was talking about what he could say on the podcast.
Yeah, but what else was I going to do? Oh, no.
I don't know. It'll come
to me. We do have 2 obituaries, Matthew Fisher and Josepha Josie Baines. And condolences to their family.
Condolences to them, for sure. Got a big sports page.
We do. Shiner Cross Country has their regional meet results in there. Some of the seasons are ending, so basketball is starting to appear. The schedules, and of course, more about the Lady Cardinals adding their cross country state title. Shiner, I was at the game. It was rough to watch, but it was 61-6, and Chuck tells me this week is not going to be much more fun to watch. But you never know, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And the Lady Comanches, shout out to them and best of luck as they play Falls City tonight.
So can we give credit to Mark Luby for all these stories?
I guess so.
Thank you, Mark Luby. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Mark Luby, for being you and being just amazing.
What about Harris Picks?
Shiner with no limit over Louise. Columbus by 32 over Hallettsville. And Hitchcock by 7 over Yoakum. Which I picked Yoakum now, so that's rough. But it's close.
Yeah.
And the other one, I don't see Harris's pick over it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Rice Consolidated by 3 over Van Vleck. And that I did pick Rice Consolidated.
Well,
But Rice hasn't won a game all year.
yeah, maybe they'll
hard.
get lucky.
Maybe.
We
Maybe
th-
that's why I picked them.
we think
Maybe
those,
I shouldn't have picked them.
we think those two big advertisers
We
you got
do
over there.
Casper's and Kotex. Family owned and operated for many, many years. And then this lizard was found. Now imagine if you saw this iguana
Well,
in your yard. Now, let's talk about this iguana first. So he found it. It had been running around. People had been seeing it. And so he did some research. I actually talked to Sergeant Kalina this weekend. He did some research and he figured out how to kind of trap it. And it didn't take to the trap, but then he cornered it and grabbed him up. And he said he wanted to name it something with a P. But they decided that all of these lizards are named Iggy. So they called it Iggy and posted on Facebook. And soon after, I think it was Pedro he wanted to name it. And come to find out, he was part of someone's family. And they were missing him. And his name is Pablo.
Pablo.
So he was very close. Now, a little bit about me. I had a pet iguana. Can you imagine? And it was quite the experience. They're pretty fun. Their tails are pretty crazy. But now my dogs hate lizards, like the outside lizards, so I can't imagine that would work for me in the future. But I did own one, and it was quite the experience. It would crawl and sit on your head.
Do they bite?
It never bit me, but its tail slapped me many times.
Well,
But it was fun.
speaking of lizards,
Yeah.
I think that Chuck Groff's cat has come over to my house.
You do?
And if it's not his cat, it's his twin cat.
Yeah.
And we went, where did we go? We went somewhere. And we came home, and when I got out of the car, there's one of them little, like green lizards.
Yeah.
He was on his back.
Uh-uh.
And he was dead as a doorknob. And there were cat tracks all over my car. So I don't understand why the cat would just kill him for the heck of it.
Maybe it was a sick lizard.
I don't know, and I don't understand why he died on his back.
Well, the cat probably killed it and then dumped it out of its mouth.
Have you ever found a dead roach in your house?
Yeah.
Are they always on their back?
Yeah.
That's
Why?
something you need to look up. I don't know why, and I don't understand it, but I swear to God, I've never found a dead roach that was upright. So we'll have to research that.
We will.
But before that, we need to move on.
But
to
Chuck's cat did kill a lizard. He told me yesterday it was a proud daddy moment, he said.
So did the cat come back and tell him I've been in town?
No. No, he killed one and brought it to Chuck.
Oh.
But see, what I think is you have Chuck's cat sibling, and I think you brought Chuck's cat here. Because that's how it got to the office, in your car.
No, I think he was up in inside the engine compartment of one of the vehicles here. And I could tell a story about that, too, because I cut one's tail off that got
that's
it.
so sad.
But it didn't kill him. He just was tailless for the rest of his life. Got caught up in the fan. You got to be careful on these cold nights if you have cats around. They like that engine warmth, and they will get up in there.
They're not dumb.
Let's move on to the Yoakum Herald Times and that lady. What's her name?
Nadine.
Nadine. Nadine was working on the highway, wasn't she, at one time?
She was. She was picking up trash a few weeks
Good
ago.
for her.
This week, I think she went out and got this picture. It was kind of a last minute because it happened on publication day or Tuesday when we're putting the paper together. But it was a wreck that shut down the highway at 111. So you can see that
Now,
picture.
how many of our papers this week has got wrecks or cars on fire?
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Folks, y'all need to be a little more careful, especially over there in Moulton.
I know, that's why we need to tell them other ways to get on the front page.
Yeah. We'll get a picture of you polishing your car up and how nice it looks or something like that.
Yeah, that'll sell some. It looks like Yoka Band goes to their area meet this weekend. So best of luck to them. I can't turn the page, Murray.
All right.
Is this Nadine? There she is, cleaning up trash.
Nadine
Dang
made
it.
the paper. Good for you, Nadine.
Good job. Way to pick up the trash.
You betcha.
We have 2 obituaries, Leroy Kaliba and Benjamin Scott. Condolences to their families. The Queer VFW is sending a big happy birthday shout out to Lois Cole Course. You're not saying the last name right. Let's try it again.
Well, at least I had one mistake.
Happy birthday, Lois.
Lois Coalhorse.
Cole Course.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Well, anyway, happy birthday.
Lois Cole Course. There, I got it.
You're doing a good job as our rep, so keep up the good work. What else you got?
Red Ribbon Week. Say that really fast. Red Ribbon Week. Red Ribbon Week. Red Ribbon.
I can't do it.
You didn't even try.
I'm not going to try.
Is this week for all schools. And of course, we were celebrating or honoring Fire Prevention Month. And so at Mother's Day Out program, got to learn how to stop, drop in.
What?
What do you do? Stop, drop in.
I don't know.
Roll. What a fun day. We finished.
You did a good job.
I did. I always do.
My horn's got sinus problems.
Your what?
Horn.
Oh.
Eh.
I definitely have sinus.
So you take NyQuil? Huh?
Yeah.
Do you take NyQuil?
Yes, I do.
Well, don't hide over there. Turn toward the mic
Yeah.
and tell us about your NyQuil story.
So it's been a rough week in the Price household. And I've had not transmission, thank God. We had a battery go out, so we were down to one car. Then I had to go pick my kid up from school, who literally I don't think has been missed a day or any part of school in maybe 4 years.
Wow.
Because she was sick, and make her a doctor's appointment. And so all of this, and I walked outside to go get her and realized I didn't have a car. That was fun. So it's been a crazy week. And one of those crazy moments was I forgot that she needed me to print something for school. And our printer at home was out of ink. So after I had taken a NyQuil, I had to drive to Hallettsville. And I was dressed for bed. I didn't change my clothes. And I drove to Hallettsville. But I was scared I was going to fall asleep. So I called Ani and made her talk to me the whole way here and the whole way back.
Lord have mercy. Well.
And then I took another NyQuil. I thought I was going to die.
I just wonder. I haven't taken any of that in a while.
It's amazing sleep.
What I'm wondering is, do they have warnings on the label of
Yes.
the bottle?
Yes.
What does it say? Do not drive half naked and half asleep.
It doesn't
God.
really say naked.
Poor Olani.
It does say don't drive.
Well, at least
I made it.
You made it through.
Yeah.
And you got a big event coming up Tuesday?
I do. My daughter is part of the Shiner Band, and they qualified for state after a 5-hour delay at last week's competition. So it was very exciting, and we're very excited for the whole band on their accomplishments. But I'm happy my daughter gets to experience this, to be a part of it. So they will play at the Alamo Dome at 9 a.m. for the semifinals, and we'll find out if they make the finals around 1. And if they do, they play that night.
So it could possibly be an all day, half the night situation.
Yeah.
So
I should probably not take NyQuil that day.
No. Don't take NyQuil, and if you do, we'll let Gilbert drive.
All right. I usually let Gilbert drive.
Do you?
You should ask him. I don't drive much.
Do you help
When we're
him
both
drive
there.
like you just ran that red light or watch
Oh,
out
yeah.
for
And
yeah.
I would say at least in every trip, at least one time, he said, you can drive if you want.
Mm-hmm.
That comes out.
Yeah, that's what I tell my wife when she starts complaining about what I do. And,
Well, I mean, y'all just don't know what to do, so we have to help y'all.
yeah, but it's amazing that you help us vocally but refuse to get behind the wheel. So,
I don't refuse. I deny the opportunity.
all right.
I feel like that's one of those things. I'm not like male and female roles, but like I don't really like to pump my own gas because I feel like men should do that for me. And I don't like to drive because I think men should drive me.
Well, I could tell a story about that gas pumping, but I like to eat, so I'm afraid if I tee off the person that I'd be talking about,
she may not cook
I
for
might
you.
not get nothing to eat.
Cordelia, I wouldn't do it. Don't feed him. He's even thinking about saying it.
Speaking of food,
Yeah?
I haven't forgotten that enchilada casserole.
I know. We're going to get it.
Damn, that sounds good.
Maybe I can make it Sunday.
Now,
Maybe I
maybe
can
you
make
could go
one.
buy
Why?
one.
Well, she doesn't always have it. I'd have to ask her. Let me text her right now and see
No.
if she'll text me that. Today is past Monday, right? Let's see. You keep talking, Murray.
Well, I didn't know you was going to stop in the middle of the podcast and do a little texting to see about an enchilada casserole.
Well, the viewers want to know.
Yeah, maybe we can send more business their way.
Yeah, it's good, guys. Anything that you can just put in your oven that's home cooking, it's
But
amazing.
would there be enough? You know, we have
We may have to buy two.
a few people around here that like to
We
eat.
got donuts yesterday, and they're all gone. But
Look,
Mark was
you
here
always
too.
get that stuff when I'm not here.
I know.
understand.
She doesn't.
Dang.
Oh, man. Let me see if she'll say what kind.
No, it does sound good, folks. It really does, and we need to check them out.
I guess I'll have to make that one this weekend. All by myself. It might not be as good, but it'll be dang good.
Well, have you got anything else to say before we wrap this up?
No, just good luck to the band. I hope you enjoy this time and know that your accomplishments have been noticed, and we are all very proud of you.
You betcha. And also, we want to wish luck to all our local football teams and other teams, that whoever's playing,
Yep.
because the competition is going to be rough at certain places this week, and not as rough in other places. So
Yeah.
that's the way. What's that old saying? The way the ball bounces.
The cookie crumbles.
The cookie crumbles. My, oh
Yesterday I said something wrong. I said one of those sayings wrong. I said, I'm so hungry I could eat a hostage. That's not correct.
No, the saying is, and being it's my saying that Chuck butchers every time you say, I'm as hungry as a hostage.
I got it
Not
wrong.
I could eat a hostage. That sounds bad.
It
That
does.
sounds,
I knew when I said it was wrong. Wait, she's going to tell me what she had. She's really not low. She only has chicken pot pie.
chicken pot pie.
Yeah,
Well, people can stop and get that.
that's right. It's still good.
That'd be good for lunch or supper or whatever. So say your goodbyes then and let's get out of here.
Goodbye. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the change in weather. It
Yeah.
feels good.
Goodbye, everybody, and we'll see you next week. And God only knows who'll be on the microphone.
God only knows. That's a song, Murray. You want to sing it?
No.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.